As always, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday nights, we know what that means. Custom Xfinity. And we are at Texas tonight. This is the dash race for these guys. We got No Pit Pendle sitting on the pole. Money Mike, the one and only Coco, sitting on the outside pole, we were just informed, and making his broadcast debut up here tonight, helping me out with the dash. What's up there, Mr. Fast Camaro, Mr. New York yourself? How are you, buddy?
Pretty good. I like the.
There we go. We just got confirmation. Go, he said, so we are going to load in. Blue screen for 1 split second here. I like Texas. It's a wide track. It's a fun track. Everybody out there, you know, you got to be careful coming off of turn 4. Whoa. Why am I going into Watkins Glen? Yeah, the invite I got sent me to Watkins Glen. Give me 1 split second here, guys. I apologize. Are you still right there? Can you shoot me an invite, Mr. Fast?
Uh,
Or are
I'm
you in?
confused myself too. Let's see. Let me.
Yep. Give us 1 split second here, guys. We do apologize for this. We will go take 2. Give us just a minute to get everything back up and going here. Oh, I'm excited to have you up here in the booth, Mr. Camaro. It's going to be fun. Yeah, a lot of these guys, you know, they've been trying real hard. A lot of custom setups, putting that time and effort in. It takes time to get yourself accustomed. Texas, again, wide track, turn 4, got to be careful coming off of that. I always like to come up just a little bit higher, try to point the nose of the car really straight right there, so it doesn't kick back out on you.
Basically, turn 4 is the trouble spot at Texas.
Yeah, and you'd think with these guys having customs, we'll still see people get a little bit loose, especially on tire wear, but probably not quite as much. Side draft right there, you got to be careful. You got somebody to your inside or outside if you do get loose. You know, to try to stay out of them and not bring any harm to or foul to the rest of the field there. Paul Bear out there, thank you. He says, "What's up, Mr. Carr? Great to see you out there." Yeah, Trinity said the Glen is the new Texas. I wish, buddy. I wish. It's going to be a fun race. We got 12 people out there watching again. We're going to rack 'em and stack 'em here. John Mango. I ain't talked to him in a little bit. He's got back to work and everything. Great to see him out there. The Juice Man himself, Mr. Mango, one of my good buddies. We'll wait till G9 can get us back in, but I think it's going to be a good race tonight. Got to be cautious, and you got to be patient too. You can't run 2, sometimes 3 lanes wide here, but definitely 2 is acceptable. I think some of those people like that preferred line on the white line, but depending upon how they have their custom set up, they should be able to run that second line with a car to the inside of them. Barry Springer says, "Let's go." What's up? That's Mr. Dark Knight himself. Mango says, "Go Cola Motorsports." That's right, man. Representing out there. Oh, and look who just creeped into the party. What's up, Woody?
What's up, guys?
Great to have you up here. Had a little bit of a foul up. Took us to they took us to Watkins Glen and not Texas. Now I would have been I would have stayed in that race. I would have stayed in that race.
I would have backed out
especially on customs.
Right.
Noco says what's up. Great to have him out there. Just waiting for a little bit of confirmation. What again? We were talking about the lines that you can run at Texas. Woodruff and turn 4 always being tricky to get off of it, especially when you're in traffic right there. I like Texas. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean you could race your whole race and not have a problem coming off far, but you just get a little bit of draft of the guy in front of you, and it loosens you up. You get too tight, and then you try to overcompensate for that, and then you get a little loose coming off 4.
And something else we were talking about too, being on customs, and then you got your sliders. You're talking about the draft and everything. These guys put a lot of time and effort into it. I know you did, especially last night, dashing your way and getting yourself a top 5. And congratulations to you last night, good sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was working with some guys earlier today, and we had a pretty good race. There was 3 of us there. In the last probably 2 to go. So that's pretty good. Actually, the Scotland guy last
timer's
night.
going right now.
So.
Okay.
All right, so we just got confirmation.
Sorry.
If you didn't already hear, timer is going. So, but he said the invites are out there in the chat. Do not accept. We will get that confirmation here in just a second. And just in case he's out there, oh, there he is. Never mind. Old Mute Dog himself yelling at me for the black box syndrome. My notifications are off tonight, so you guys are going to have to let me know when to accept that, so we don't give Mr. Mute Dog a seizure with all the black boxes, because apparently everybody likes sending me messages, especially while in the middle of a broadcast.
So, Puddin', you like the puppies? They're getting bigger, aren't they?
I saw that too, and seeing them. So they're on. Yeah, they're on solid food. It looks like too. So.
Yeah, we're trying to transition them from. It's just some powder you mix with water. They do that for like a week, and then some.
So they went from weaning to moving on up there, and they are getting big too, especially from the first pictures you've seen. Yeah, here we are. We're going to blue screen real quick when we get into this dash. But yeah, those are some good looking dogs you got, buddy. Almost makes me want to drive up to Michigan and grab one. Be like, here you go. I'll buy a Woodruff German Shorthair, or German Shepherd, excuse me. But I'm sure my Shorthair over here, he wouldn't mind having a little brother. But the Black Lab, he'd be like, he's a grumpy old man. He'd be like, oh great, another young one. He must be
yeah, we got a chocolate lab. She's not very friendly with them. They like rub on her. She's like, quit that.
Yeah, that's way. Again, my dogs are 11 and 12. They're a year apart. They actually are half brothers. They share the same mom. That the Black Lab, if the other one comes over and lays next to him, he's like,
Right.
And then the spotted dog doesn't realize that doesn't mean he's welcome. He just keeps laying there. We have to be like, stop, and he doesn't raise his teeth or nothing. He's just doing that that grumpy old man. And we're in. Here we go. No Pit Pendo in that 11 car. 5 of these guys right now. It looks like they're out there on the track. And again, he sat on the pole. Money Mike sat on the outside. Mount Dew in that 8 car. We got 98, a Rebel Joker, and 23 car, I believe, is the Brian SP guy. So 5 cars, 2 dash on. 3 of these guys will be putting it on the trailer tonight. And what we just talked about right there, it looks like they are starting to go single file, not get too racy too early. NPP right there bumps that wall coming out the wall. That stretch doesn't look like it cost him anything. Here comes Money Mike to his outside.
Hitchhiker looks like he's hitchhiking off that draft already.
Oh yeah, any way he can get put that thumb in the air, he'll take anything he can get.
I like No Pit Pendo though. I mean, I raced with them all last year, in season 3, and gives you a lot of room.
Yeah, and he's had some unfortunate circumstances too. Saturday nights in preset Xfinity, definitely had the car to win, but I always like to say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it cost him just a little bit right there. So great to see him out there tonight. And you said you've raced with him and making the transition from truck to Xfinity this year. Everybody over there on the Cola/Nuka-Cola team right there, we always get into a chat, and he's always willing to help people out on pit stops, always has a strategy, and you know, we work really good. So yeah, great to see NPP out here lead this race. Money Mike, his teammate, right there behind him.
Right. I think they're just trying to draft and pull away, but that draft's a little bit too stout here at Texas for them 3 and 4 to not lose it yet. So.
Here comes that 8 car. He made a move to the inside, and it cost him just a little bit, it looked like. And here comes Money Mike trying to pull up behind him. Great to see him trying to dash in. I know how much he loves to drive these trucks, but said, I want to do some Xfinity stuff. 98 of Rebel Joker. He's right there in 4th.
Jump in there, Camaro, come on.
I
What do you see so
kind
far?
of, I see a lot of movement around, but Texas is like one of the most challenging tracks. But I see like some cars want to just start on handling good, and all the cars that handle are doing good. I see them want to just pull spread out more.
Right, yep. Yeah, you see a lot of that coming off forward, especially. There's a little bump there. Loosens you up. You just gotta deal with what you got at this point. So.
And right as I was just going to say, we might, it's not a might, we will see people get loose and hit that grass and do a little bit of lawn mowing. On board with the 23 of Brian SP, not on that white line, running that mid-second line, what we were talking about in that pre-race. He gets loose coming off of turn 4, which Camaro just said, and he clips that grass, and it looks like we've got a battle for second position. Yeah, that cost him a little bit.
It's not a battle when you hit the wall. I mean, you give up a lot of time.
Especially if somebody else makes a clean lap, Woodruff, and you do that, that costs you a couple tenths. That's car links, and you get ate up real quick.
Last night it wasn't bad at Richmond. You know, you banged the wall coming off, and you were usually all right because your gear could pull you through it. But here at Texas, you got a little taller gear, and it's harder to pull through banging on that wall. So.
Yeah, can Money Mike get back around that 8 of Mountain Dew? Can he recover from that mistake? And I like that old throwback scheme. You know, everybody knows it as the Rowdy Burns paint scheme.
I know that actually getting away from the other 2 guys, pulling away. Just gotta pass Hot Rod for sure.
Yeah, Mountain Dew and Money, especially when they were dicing up for a couple laps, that gave one and only NPP an opportunity to pull away just a little bit. Money Mike still right there, trying to strategically place himself to make that move. But as of right now, if the checker flag would drop, it would be Mountain Dew and NPP going to the big show. Can Money Mike get back around him? Rebel Joker's falling off the pace a little bit, and same thing, Brian back there too. I forgot to see how many laps. Don't know if we're going to have to make a green flag pit stop, and that might be something that Brian's working on too, just pacing himself and saving an extra lap or 2, which could get you to the checkered flag, which you did earlier this year in a dash race, and threw us all off a little bit, but there, Camaro.
Yeah, I sometimes you just need to pick your time to start saving. I think if I'm Mike, I would try to save as much gas as possible behind the 8 car if it's a field strategy.
Yeah, but you don't want to give up any position to, you know, that length, especially when you're that close. If there are pit strategies going to be into play, again, I forgot to look, so I apologize for that. We got 21 viewers out there for this dash, but if I was Money Mike, I would do whatever Mountain Dew does pit strategy-wise and try to work, but this is making him work harder as he's coming down to that white line. Mountain Dew running just above it. Something I like to do there too. This is not always the white line, it's not always the fast line, or the yellow line, whatever track we're at. It's not always a fast line around some of these tracks, guys.
I think one time actually I raced at Texas, that Wildcat just drove right around me on top. Basically, you just have a good handling car, you just move anywhere you want at Texas.
Well, that's UK.
Yeah.
Right.
You could put him on a bar stool and he'll pass you on the outside, he'll pass you on the inside. Little contact right there. Money Mike gives him the bumper, says, hey, I got a good drive. Come on, Mountain Dew, let's see
Yeah, I
what
mean,
you
I-
got.
I think that outside line, you can make it work with a good car or any track. I mean,
And especially
seen
here,
it low last night.
we're right there, what Money Mike just did, you could see him twitch just a little bit coming off of that. He's running that white line in 3 and 4. I like to be just a little bit high coming off that corner. That way I can point my tires straight, and that eliminates that factor of having that rear end step out on you with the transition from the banking. But he is breathing down Mountain Dew's throat right now. He is all over that rear bumper. MPP is still pulling away from him just a little bit, so it looks like he can have himself a contender car too.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're both battling it out.
Let's see.
Like to see.
And depending upon too, guys, I mean, we've all done it, whether it be on a wheel or a controller, and see Mountain Dew goes just a little bit high, but he gets a great run. Money Mike makes a move to the inside, gets to his rear bumper, so he has the speed, he has the momentum. He's got to strategically place it, but if you're on a wheel or controller, it depends on how you do it, but sometimes if you run this white line right here, going through 3 and 4, coming out, just breathe that throttle for the ever split second right
Yeah,
there.
Right
Yep.
at that 3. That
Just-
3 going in the pit. Yeah, that's where you like go to half throttle and then back to full real quick.
Yep, and it looks like
Straight to.
And it looks like Mountain Dew's going to run that low line. Money Mike's going to run that that higher line right there. So Mountain Dew definitely trying to
it's getting
protect his
around.
base, but the draft is in effect. What can Money Mike do for him?
Uh-oh.
Can he get to the inside? He just keeps pushing him. It looks like Money Mike's got himself a hot rod, but yeah, but old Dew says, "Come on with your bad self."
I don't care about them bumper taps. You got a
I
good
wonder-
car, too.
I wonder
Stable
if-
car.
I wonder if Mike is trying to tell the 8 to just pick up the speed a little bit because Pendle is actually pulling away from him pretty far.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for that little bit of a wall tap right there, Money would have definitely still been in that second position, I think, because he does have a quick car. Noco just hit it too. Money Mike has a great car running for Team Noco. I wonder where he got that setup from. Gee, I wonder where, but can he hold on to it though? Yeah, Money Mike was the one that brought it up that one. Yeah, Money Mike brought it up that one night when he was in the booth. I think that Titans 98's looking real good for Money Mike. Again, Money Mike's got a lot of talent. He just likes driving those trucks. I'd like to see him try to dash more and possibly make his way to Xfinity if the offer ever is extended to him, because Money Mike is a great driver, very patient. And many of Chad's Fast Camaro, you've heard him. And especially when I've gotten frustrated, he's one of those guys who's keep calm as he gives that rear bumper to him right there going in through 1 and 2. He just keeps trying to tell everybody to be calm, be methodical. There's a long race, don't get frustrated. And so can he use his own medicine right now to see if he can work around Mountain Dew? It looks like there, Mountain Dew goes down to that white line. Money Mike just to the high side. He pulls it down, tries to diamond it off just a little bit.
Just trying to get under him. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta go a little high in and then cut it down and hope, Mountain Dew kind of washes up a little bit. But
And
he's
right there,
not.
right there where Money Mike used to give him a bumper tap just a couple laps ago, he tried to go to the outside. He does have a quicker car, it appears, than that underdog number 8 of Mountain Dew. But Mountain Dew is also making that car, he's pulling the Jean Girard, you know what movie it's from, guys. He's making that car 5 lanes wide, making it difficult for Money at the same time.
I'm sure being an underdog, Teddy's got some thought in this setup too. So.
Oh, correct, yeah, without a doubt. The team captains are so
Teddy,
involved.
Milko, so, yeah, for sure.
Now,
I
looks
wonder
like
if Mike actually run out of his tires a little bit.
I think so.
yeah, he put, trying to push that car, and now he just comes down and clips that apron. That's going to cost him a couple car lengths as we see Mountain Dew pull away from Money right there. You said running that car so hard. Great observation there, Fast Camaro, that he burdened up trying to get to him. That's at least a half a second and 10 cars plus, possibly sitting right in front of him. Again, no offense to the guys, Rebel Joker and the one and only Brian SP, but the battle up here was for the transfer spot. When you still want to keep an eye on that. Anything can happen. Mountain Dew can hit the apron. He can hit the wall. He can slow down.
Anything
Pendle
can happen.
Do that. They still got a pit stop left.
Basically, anything could happen in a transfer spot, like during the Tuesday dirt racing. like I saw a wreck and just got around it and finished a higher spot where I should have been.
And speaking of UK, he's out there. He says he's out there. He says he's got his eyes on, rooting for his buddy and his teammate. Can he get back up to the rear bumper again? Cool those tires off, play a little patient, make Mountain Dew push himself.
That's the nice thing, you know, putting about Giggity. We got other teammates we can root for. We just, you know, get on the YouTube channel and watch them and root for them, and I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and anytime, especially on nights that you're not racing, we all know that people have families and work and everything going on in the world right now, but don't forget to come out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow every night. You know, certain nights, you know, even when I'm not in the booth, I'll help watch the development race or the truck race and help support these guys, support my teammates, support my friends, because a lot of these guys might be on separate teams, but they are friends too, you know. So you always want to come out and pull for anybody you can at all times to, because we're up over, well over 430 subscribers now here in Giggity Racing. Like I said, that's well over doubled since July of last year when I first started commentating for you guys here in Giggity Racing. So this is awesome to see how much it's grown in such a short period of time too. Oh, money! Hold on to it. Oh, there we talked about it. Turn four, yeah, turn four, bit him.
People that do that because it's already short. It's easy to pick on somebody about that, but I do it at least once a race.
Well, I also got confirmation too that NASCAR now has an official lawn mowing company. It is the Dark Knight Lawn Mowing Company of Canada. They do all of the grass cutting for these guys here in the Giggity Racing Leagues.
There you go.
Gotta give my buddy Dark Knight just a little bit of grief. I saw him out there. Yeah, Money is fighting. I think he burned his car up. That might have been it. Is that it? I think that was it.
That was it.
Looks like Pendle and Mountain Dew got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Money Mike hit that wall, and then he just was trying to use too much tires, getting around Mountain Dew. I think if he would have just stood there and waited for Mountain Dew to make a mistake, maybe he would have. It all depends on your setup too.
Alright, I think like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this dash. Let's definitely get confirmation here though, but I do believe Mountain Dew finishing second and NPP, that will wrap it up for us, are going to be the dash drivers. Give us just a couple minutes. We were up to 27 viewers for this race. Again, some of these guys probably in this race wanted to know who their competitors were going to be. For Fast Camaro, myself and Woodruff will be right back. We're going to change the name of the race, and we got to do a quick chat party swap here, so I'm not in charge of both of it. Just give us a couple minutes. Again, G9, always welcome back up here to give us a little insight and help us out. Thanks for your help tonight, and we'll see you here in about 5 to 10 minutes, y'all.
I know, but